The following opinions are solely those of BoatTEST.com and its test captain.
Hi, I'm Steve for BoatTEST.com, and today we're going to be conducting a test of the Sea Chaser 23LX by Carolina Skiff. This is a sporty center console fish boat powered by the Evinrude E-Tech G2 175. She can handle up to 250 horsepower, so this should be a good test with mid-range power. Let's start by seeing how she performs. With the E-Tech G2 175 turning a 15 1/8 by 20 Rebel propeller, we reached a top speed of 47.5 miles per hour. Best cruise was measured in at 3,500 RPM and 24.2 miles per hour. At that speed, the 5.7 gallon per hour fuel burn translated into 4.3 miles per gallon and a range of 200 miles. Bounce the throttle up to 4,000 and she'll go 32.6 miles per hour at the cost of only 1 mile on the range. All, of course, while still holding back a 10% reserve of the boat's total fuel capacity. As for her handling, the E-Tech was quick to respond and brought us up on plane in 3.3 seconds. Crossing wakes showed only mild hull slap, and hard turns brought just a hint of ventilation, but normal maneuvers eliminated all of that. Overall, a nice handling boat. Now, let's take a look at her features. We'll start at the stern, where we have a clean installation of the Evinrude E-Tech G2 175, leaving a clean motor well. This is a 66-degree V6 outboard with a 2.7-liter displacement. Perfect for this size boat, especially with its 2,450-pound dry weight. The aft casting deck is elevated 15 inches off the main deck, and a raw water washdown is mounted to the forward bulkhead. The whole platform measured 6 feet 9 inches by 2 feet 4 inches at its narrowest. A bait well has a clear top that will still support weight. Under the hatches we have batteries to port and starboard. A freshwater washdown is to starboard. 2 jump seats are just ahead under flip-up hatches, and both have drink holders within easy reach. Rails and flip-up cleats are to both sides. Under the center seat is access to the fuel tank, live well pickup, and bilge pump. There's a 9-inch cap rail with custom embroidered bolsters just below. A triple set of rod storage holders are below the gunnels. Moving to the helm, the panel has 20 inches by 10 inches of open space for flush mounting electronics. Below is a long row of rocker switches with the horn instantly recognizable. Stainless drink holders are conveniently located to both sides. The steering wheel is mounted to a tilt base and connected to the SeaStar hydraulic steering, and I always love the steering knob. To the sides are trim tab rockers with integrated LED indicators to the sides. The ignition is well above the knee strike zone. Then we have Evinrude's premium single-engine digital controller that is fully adjustable for progressive resistance and neutral detent strength. The stereo is next, and just above is an accessory plug and connectivity ports, all within reach of the drink holder that will probably hold your device. Below is a comfortable footrest. To the sides, the tower supports are mounted to the deck and console, providing plenty of strength. An electronics box is overhead along with life jacket storage. There are 4 rod holders, and the top can be either canvas or this fiberglass hardtop. The leaning post has custom embroidered upholstery and storage underneath. Around the back are 4 rod holders, 2 drink holders. Below, a 70-quart removable cooler is held in place with cargo netting that will have to be undone, along with side straps to access the inside. To the sides of the console, padded bolsters start at 17 inches and top out at 23 inches. Speakers are mounted just below. Just ahead, there's a forward console seat with grab handles to the sides. Take hold of one and lift to expose the head compartment, complete with pull-down privacy curtain. Here we have a standard porta-potty. An electric flushable head with a 9-gallon holding tank is optional. Storage access is to the side of the console. Fully forward, there's an elevated casting deck up 2 9-inch steps. It measures in at 5 feet 7 inches at its widest and 5 feet 4 inches from front to rear. Under the hatches, there's storage in 2 lockable rod holder compartments to the sides, an anchor locker forward, an area to live well with high-speed pickup in the center, and an insulated cooler in the step. Notice how all the hatches are finished on the insides. Most have gas support struts, and all are guttered and gasketed to keep water out and flowing off the deck to the 1.5-inch main deck overboard drains. A special key locks all of these compartments. Fully forward, there's a pre-rigged dual-voltage electrical hookup for a trolling motor. A swivel seat is optional, and the whole deck is surrounded by an elevated cap rail 6 inches off the deck. There's a recessed stainless steel grab rail and a 6-inch pull-up cleat just outboard of that. Overall, this was a sporty boat that had plenty of functionality for its mission. It also seemed to be a perfect match for the Evinrude E-Tech G2 175 test power, and that she handled well throughout the entire power curve. And that's my full test and features inspection of Carolina Skiff's Sea Chaser 23LX. For BoatTEST.com, I'm Captain Steve. We'll see you on the water.